out the sky. We can just change our lives according to what thus says the Lord, and we'll be to what. Keep on reading, my G. Let me finish that verse. Was that the end of the verse?
La.
Keep going.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
For the heathens are what?
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
Right. So we don't have a reason to be afraid of the stars, right, or the quasars, or the three-eyed alien, whatever the hell, the Atlas that coming towards Earth, right? But guess who is? The heathen. Right. The heathens are dismayed at them. Huh? That's the end of that verse?
Con, sir.
Most High in Christ. I hope I answered your question, but I did do a little research on the three-eye Atlas, man, but nevertheless, I know it's just another thing that the oppressor has done to get our attention. And the scripture said we should not be dismayed at the signs of heaven. All right. I got Capt on. So in Salaki, with that, I'm gonna turn the class over to Captain of 13,000, Captain Nayathaq and Yummy. Y'all clap it up. Great question.
All right. Most High in Christ. You all here, man? Loud and clear?
Come on. You loud and clear, out of one.
All right, Most High in Christ. So what we dealing with? Y'all see them planes? About 2 of them Jumbo just went down.
Yeah, they just fell out the sky.
Yeah, basically.
They just fell out of the heavens.
Yeah. Yep. So you know what I mean? Just like they fall out of the heaven, America, you know what I mean, is basically going down like that. Likewise. You understand? I mean, you brothers in here, you know what I mean, Most High in Christ, you all, you know what I mean, able to come in and take in these classes. You know what I mean? Now learn it and go apply it. Because this place is falling. All right, come on. Any questions?
Sir, not
okay. Well, let's get into
this. Like, sir, Officer Warrior.
Yeah, come on. Like, sir, if you could break down Matthew 5 and 17 for me, sir.
Matthew 5 and 17. Okay, good. And when you get, you can start reading it. I mean, and Shalom, Yahweh Bashmir Shai Brakathum, Yahweh Shemata Bashmir Shai Slakia. I mean, let's get us rocking. Come on,
Come. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. It's like, so just break that down for me.
All right. So read one more time.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy.
So now hold on. Let's break it down part by part.
Come, sir.
So is it written in red?
So it's not written in red.
Okay, maybe your Bible will have it written in red, but who's talking here? Who's talking here? Christ.
Come,
Christ is speaking here right now. And he's saying what? Think not I what?
Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
What do the Christian church say about the law?
That the law is done away with.
But out of Christ's mouth, he's saying what?
Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
Christ said, I think he ain't come to destroy the law. You understand? Because you need law to be what? What do you need law for?
It's like for structure.
Structure, right? For you to have a civil society so that you don't see something that belongs to me, and because there's laws are done, guess what? You could do what? Take it from me. You understand? By any means. You understand? So that's why in that church, women are being what? Passed around. You understand? Because ain't no law on what? Marriage in that church. The only law on marriage in that church is what? Based off of what? What's the law on marriage in that church based off of?
Salakia.
Come on.
Paper.
That's it. So now this woman don't have no papers. She had a ring on her hand, but yet still she talking to, you know what I mean, brother so and so in the church, brother so in the church, you know what I mean, courting her, dealing with her. You understand? Having her screaming onto the heavens. But you know, she don't have no paperwork, so you decide to do what? You go try to take brother so-and-so woman. Because to you all, sex ain't, to the Christian, sex in marriage. But Christ coming and telling you, he ain't come to destroy the law. Sex is marriage, according to the Bible. And that's a law in the Bible. You understand? Read on.
Or the prophets.
Or the what?
Or the prophets.
Or the prophet. Right? He's telling you he ain't come to destroy the prophets. Right? Read on.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Why are you saying he ain't come to destroy the prophet?
Salakia, because they're the one that's actually going out in the street corners and telling the gospel.
A little more. What you mean?
Oh, Salakia.
Anybody?
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
Because the prophets brought the law, like Moses brought the law. So, Christ is living by the law.
You on it. You are on it. You're hitting it on the head, right? It's almost as if Christ came and did what? What the Christian church is doing, right? What are they making Moses, Elijah, and the number one of all, Christ, look like? What did they do? The Christian church.
It's like, so make him look like a white man.
No, stick on your topic. What's your topic?
Salakia, they broke the law. They saying that the law is done away with.
So what I would mean about Christ? That they are what? They do what to the prophets?
Like you said,
They're right there. Come on.
they're blaspheming his name.
Yes, but it's right there. We're reading.
I want.
Now remember, this ain't no. This ain't no. I ain't trying. We ain't rocket science class or any. Any. Come on.
Well, they did away with the prophets.
So what did they do to the prophets?
They minimized what they did. I mean,
what it says in the verse right there.
Right. Destroy the law. Like he came not to destroy the law or the prophets.
So what are the church doing?
Destroying the prophets.
Yes. You understand? So how you could come and say the laws ain't done away with, and the man who you claim to follow is telling you that what? The laws are not done away with.
Right.
You understand? And you destroying them. Then you making this Bible seem like it's just, a book that we hold. You understand? It's no different than what? Than one of the storybooks on the shelf. You understand? Like people will take a book on a psychology book, or just think any ESO textbook. They will give this writer and they will put him on par with the Bible, because this writer tells you how to study the family life. So guess what? You read in this book about family life, and you doing what? You say, you know what? This is some deep stuff, some knowledge. When the Bible way deeper than that, but you putting it on par because the Christian church doesn't make you do what? Doesn't make you think what? Now don't worry about what Christ and them did. Don't worry about what Peter and them did. Don't worry about not that. You know what I mean? The Lord's done away with. That's what he died for, basically. When that's exactly what they're doing. What Christ said he ain't come to do, the Christian church is doing. You understand? Right? And how many of y'all, okay. in slavery. You all know what the years in slavery, right? When we were not allowed to read. What were we not allowed to read?
Salakia,
Mm-hmm.
the Bible.
Yes. They didn't want us reading that Bible. They say especially that Bible. You understand? They did not want us reading the Bible. You understand? And what happened when we read the Bible? When they found out?
Salakia.
Come on.
They would rip your eyes out and burn your eyes out, right?
Right, that's just one of them. Look it up and see. I'll tell you right here. I'll run it down for you. These oppressors are, right? They didn't allow you to read the Bible, right? Why do you think they didn't allow you to read the Bible? There's numerous, you know what I mean, things you could come up with. Right?
Salakia.
Come on.
Because it's about us, and it's about our greatness, and our inheritance, and our connection to the Most High.
That's it. That's it right there. That connection we had to the Most High. They had to sever it. They had to cut it. Because if you read the Bible and you actually open the Bible and read it, you will see that your pastor is lying to you. You'll see that your reverend is lying to you. You'll see that the earth has been lying to you as a people.
Salakia,
You will
Cap.
see it. Come on.
It's heavy too, because you're right. It forces you to kind of put you in a mindset where you refuse to be a slave once you read that Bible.
Yes.
We're saying even like the story of Nat Turner is a perfect example. He get to dig into those scriptures.
Not just go ahead. So,
right. So not just him, but there's other slaves that could actually read, but it does something to you. You refuse to be a slave once you start digging those scriptures, and a slave master can't have a slave thinking he's human.
yes.
Like, you have to be you have to be what we see nowadays Christian. You have to be a good boy and a good mammy.
Mhm.
You can't be an Israelite because it's too much for a slave master.
Yes. And just to add to what all of you are saying. All right. Okay. When did they allow us to read the Bible? Why do you think they allow us to read the Bible today?
They allowed us to do it on Sunday. Well, when the slave master allowed it, but it was monitored. Even W.B. Du Bois' book, he was like a white man was in there, and they wasn't in there by themselves. It was the little horror Bible we call it, that Bible with just the certain scriptures in there of the New Testament, catering to slaves, obey your masters. It was very, very catered towards what they could teach and sing, and then going back to the fields. But it was oversaw by an overseer, kind of like the conference oversee the Christian denominations now. They all have denominations where they report to. It's just now it's not a plantation, it's big business. So they still have to obey.
So like sir.
Come on.
I was gonna say after they really begin, like you said, like Kawal said, they gave us those taskmasters over us, and then they sprinkle that Christianity on us. You can read it now after you get this slave Bible.
So what okay, it's like today with your education, right? Like, what do you learn in schools? Like, who decide your curriculum?
The small hats. They're from Texas.
Yes, your oppressors. They decide what you learn. You understand? And the same, no different than the Bible. That's why all your Christian pastor, you could trace them back learning the Bible from who? An oppressor. You understand what I'm saying? Every last one of them, because they teach everything that Joel Osteen will teach. You understand? They'll teach everything that what's the old, give me some of them old white, what I mean?
Sam Billy Graham, Peter Popoff.
You mean all of them? You mean your who?
Keith Copeland.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
Kenneth Copeland.
Yeah.
Oh, he rubbed one.
Yeah, son. Like every one of them you name, you understand? Black men took after. Did Martin Luther King teach anything different than them? No. Nothing. You understand? All right. Now, Read a little more.
Okay, sir. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
But to what?
To fulfill.
To fulfill. Somehow you leave your school, your education, and then when you come and read the scripture and you see what Christ say, he ain't come to destroy but to fulfill. All how the definition, you mean whatever you learn in English went through the door. You understand? He came to what?
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
What does it mean to fulfill?
It's like a task that you have to complete.
Okay. Look it up. What does it mean to fulfill? Right. When you get it, tell me. Right. So they say the time period, they say the early 1700s to 1865, before the end of slavery. They said literacy was not illegal for everyone, but was made illegal for enslaved African Americans. So, you know, you talk about Negroes, right? In many United States, right? Especially across the South. Especially across the South. What do they call the South?
What do they call it? The Bible Belt.
The Bible Belt.
Call it
the Bible Belt. But guess what? You was not allowed to read the Bible in Bible Belt. You all know about they say after the slave revolt, such as you all know Denmark Vesey. Remember then, right? That's the brother from South Carolina.
Yeah.
Right. We went to the church down there where he's from. Right. And that was in 1822. And then Nat Turner Rebellion. Everybody know about, you know, I mean, by now have an idea, except young kids coming up. Young kids coming up, they don't learn about Nat Turner, but from a relative. Like these things have to be passed down, you understand, and explain, you understand, to these younger generation that we just didn't accept slavery. Some of us read the Bible and recognized, you understand, who we were and decided to do, you know what I mean, to go down that path. But I was wrong. You can't, you know what I mean, exact violence and think that's going to get you out of your captivity. That's not how it's going to work. You understand? So he had to start doing what? He had to start make sure you did not read the Bible. And as I say, he started doing what? Taking out certain stuff from the Bible. What do you think was one of the major things he took out of the Bible? What do you think he took out of the Bible? I think somebody was saying they took out the new and they have you only read what? They took out the Old Testament, you said? Go ahead, go on.
It was the those little green Bibles that you still find today with the lamp on them. It's just all Gideon's version, the mini Gideon short versions, all New Testament. No Old Testaments in it.
Right. And these are just some of the things that the typical punishment they said you would get. You will get a whipping or flogging, right? Mutilation, imprisonment, sale to another plantation, solitary confinement or starvation, execution or what? Lynching. You understand? Like they didn't play with that. And now you're learning this Bible over. It's going to make them what? Remember. You understand? These men. But this time, you want to have brothers that actually do what? Follow this Bible to the T. That's why brothers who come on, you know what I mean, the radio show or any one of your shows or any one of your classes and talk about picking up guns to go fight. You understand? You sound foolish. You sound real dumb. You're not going to do it. You're not going to win. And you're going to jeopardize the nation more with your foolish, you know what I mean, with that foolish action. You think you're going to, you know what I mean, free black people. How are you going to use the same weapons that the white man created to destroy him? No, that don't make sense. And it's a reason why they took the what okay, when they took the Old Testament out, right? What story they was trying to get out? What story they was trying to stop you from reading?
Select, sir.
Come on.
Would it be the Maccabees rebellion?
No.
Okay, sir. Deuteronomy
Come on.
28, 28th chapter, Deuteronomy.
Okay. Okay. This is
On the law.
Dan,
Okay,
I can't. The brother have it. Jeriel got it. See that? You see that? This is what they was trying to get out to you. See that?
Separation. Oh, Exodus. Separation.
What Exodus have? Exodus is talking about what the story about Moses, about how God freed the slaves. You understand? Like, how did God free the slaves? We didn't have to pick up what?
Any weapons.
So if you read where you didn't have to pick up any weapons and the Lord came and fight for you, what would you do? Remember, Exodus has what? It has the mistake we make and what?
And the freedom as well. What we did to get out of it.
Yes, the solution. It had why we got into it, and it had the solution too. To it.
Salaki, sir.
To getting out. Come on.
It also had a story of when Moses put his hand in his bosom as well.
Yes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that is, you know what I mean? Like, you can't, you know what I mean? You can't get around that this Bible was made for us. You understand? And he's tried to stop us from reading it and understanding it. You understand? These are good scripture you're asking about here, because most of our brothers in the Christian church, they don't know what this means at all. They don't. They can read, but they have no understanding. That's why in Revelation it say what? What does it say in Revelation? He that have an ear, let him what? Let him what?
Hear.
Let him hear. You understand? Meaning what? He that have some form of what? Understanding. Because you go tell this to a brother, and he will be what? Ignorant to it. Nah, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Nah. Love. Everything is love. You all saw the video, not the video, but the little write-up the oppressor did on us out there this weekend. You understand? And black people coming on there and backing him. And they don't even know what we were saying. They have no clue. You understand? One brother on there talking about the Bible doesn't have hate in it. Because they don't understand the Bible. They don't. You understand? And that's what the oppressor was trying to what? Teach you. Because, okay, all the years I've been on the street, I never hear people come and complain about who? Us not loving who? All the years I've been on the street. Come on.
Salaki, the oppressor.
No, that's one thing to complain about.
Other nations?
Yes, the other nations. They never come and hear them say, nah, we ain't supposed to hate the Chinese. We're not supposed to hate the Africans. And we out there saying what? We the Israelites. And we not to what? Love any other nation. But to them, any other nation is who? The oppressor. Remember what we went over last class with learn helplessness. Like black people cannot see a heaven. Hispanic people can't see a heaven without who?
The other nation.
No, the oppressor. They can see without the other. Yeah, they can see without the other nation. But the oppressor, they cannot see heaven without the oppressor. They're not doing that. They're not going for that.
It's like
brothers will tell you straight up. Come on.
Isn't that why a lot of Christians, when it comes to like even us being at camp, they ask that one question all the time that what about the white man? Like he gonna get saved, and then when we go into the breakdown, it's like their mind is boggled that the person that's enslaved them for years, that We go to everything for the healthcare system is through want to
Yeah.
be in a position of power in the kingdom of heaven.
Yes. Because black people are suffering from a not just learning helplessness. You could do what? PTSD. You could say what? Stockholm syndrome. Like we really like you meet a brother or sister and you try to, show them in the Bible that they the Israelites, and you break it down for them. You give them the milk scripture. You read that Bible. It has no question that you're speaking about black people, especially when it comes to the color of Christ. Everybody say the color of Christ. Christ is what? Everybody know Christ is what? Black, right? From the tribe of what? Judah, right? But they're not putting two and two together. Well, if he's from the tribe of Judah and he's black, what I tell you about the Jews? No, we African. We're from the Yoruba tribe in Nigeria. You understand? That don't make sense. It doesn't. You understand? But we mentally messed up in this place. We was just like them before we came in the class. The difference is the Lord had mercy on us. That's why we're gonna have to do what? We're gonna have to go out there and get brothers and sisters, pull them in here, man. Pull them all the way in here. You understand? Because we were just like that once. You know what I mean? And the Lord, the Bible said, what? My sheep hear my what? My voice. You understand? And they'll follow. You just focus on doing what? Fishing right now. Fish. You understand? You know what I mean? Get out the head of being the one who, that black people have a way we want to, how to put it, like be judge. You understand? Like we want to be a judge. Why not you go fish? Just go fish. You understand? Hey, brothers and them, man. They messed up. You understand? They messed up. Don't be like the Christian church. Christian church like to do what? Judge you based on what? The Christian church judge you based on.
So like what you have.
Yeah, what you have. You understand? How you look. You understand? You saying something that's totally opposite to what they're saying, oh, you're going to hell. How am I going to hell? Let's open the Bible and read it. Let's do that. No, my God is all love. No, we don't read the Old Testament because it have a ton of blood in it. You ever hear them Christians saying that? You understand? They don't know. They don't understand the Most High power. You do. So you go there and you get them. You bring them. You put them in that chair and have them clean themselves up. You know what I mean? The Lord go decide whether or not they heal in the airs. All right. Any more that you sure? You good?
Oh, wait, so like it was one more question that I had. It was Matthew 19 and 17. I was trying to see how you would tie that into Matthew 5 and 17.
Come on.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. And he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is God. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
Mm-hmm. So what is Christ saying here? What is the spirit behind what Christ is doing here?
It's like it's saying to keep the commandments.
He's telling you to do that. I mean, Christ was always what? Teaching you to do that.
It's like it, sir.
Come on.
He's yielding authority to God.
He's what?
He's giving his authority to God.
Yes. He's basically being humble.
Okay.
You understand? They used to call him what? Son of what? Was the name given to Christ? Son of what?
So like it's a son of man or son of God.
Son of God, right?
Okay.
Everybody thinking what? Because he said he's son of God, that what? God had what? Sex with what? Mary?
Yeah,
Or God just put what? A baby in Mary's belly? You understand? But that is not that. Son of God meaning what? He exhibit what? The closest what? You know what I mean? Or best what? What does son of God mean according to the Bible? Come on.
It's like you see it. The Lord ain't gonna. You wait for God to come down here. This is my representative. This is the closest thing you're gonna get to me. This is the spirit of the Most High right here, walking amongst you Negroes.
Yes,
You know,
it's no different than somebody saying what you're a son of a gun. What does that mean? You're a son of a gun. What does that mean? Come on, look up that definition. What does the son of a gun mean? And these way how to do to, you know what I mean, to these Christians. What does son of a gun mean? Does that mean your father was M16? Your mother was, you know what I mean, was 45? Yeah? So you're a son of a gun?
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
Son of a gun, according to AI, can mean a rogue or scoundrel, or it can be
You don't know how you got with a scoundrel. What is it? Say it one more time. A scoundrel. What do you say?
son of a gun can mean a rogue or scoundrel, or it can be an exclamation of surprise, annoyance, or even a term of friendly address.
You understand? Now look up son of God. Let's see what it says for son of God. You'll see how the white man just going to try to, you know what I mean, tie you up with it. Let's see if he tell you the truth. Let's see if he make AI, if AI, you know what I mean, is better than this oppressor. All right.
Salakia, sir, this is according to AI. The meaning of son of God varies depending on context, but it generally refers to a special relationship with God, implying representation, obedience, and or a divine nature.
Okay. So they didn't say nothing about him being, yeah, I mean, like God being his father, his literal father. All right. The Christian use it to mean what?
Salakia, sir.
Uh-huh.
It says in the New Testament for Yahweh Mashiach, or Jesus Christ, divine nature, Christians believe Jesus is the Son of God in a unique sense, meaning he is both fully God and fully man of the same.
No. You see? No. You gotta lock him off there now. You know what I mean? So you know that's a lie. You understand? Because you just read what son of a gun is. Son of a gun is letting you know that this person is what? He has no honor. You understand? He has none whatsoever. So son of God means what? This man have all the attributes that that will let you know that what? He is doing what the Lord say to do. He's the best in us. You understand? Right? So go back to where you were
Go, sir. I'll read it from the top. This is the book of Matthew 19, verse 17. And he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is
right.
God.
So he's telling you, why callest me good? But we all know that what? Christ was the best. Christ was a good man. You understand? But he's humbling himself. He's putting himself below the who? Most High. Now go ask a Christian if Christ, since he is God, he's putting himself up below himself. I mean, they're gonna be, you know, I mean, you're gonna put smoke in the air's eye. You're gonna confuse them. You understand? So this is just Christ telling you that what? Don't look at me, but he's the best. I work for him, basically. You understand? Right? And he's telling you none good but the Father. Read on.
But if thou wilt enter into life,
Mhm.
keep the commandments.
Right? But he's telling you to do what? Keep the commandments. Again, it's telling you to do what? Christ ain't telling you to do what? The laws are done away with. Christ is telling you over and over, keep the commandments. Keep it. Keep it. You understand? And that's to cut them Christians also too. Like if the man you claim to follow say to keep the laws, keep the commandments, he ain't come to change the law, then why are you saying the laws are done away with? You understand? We know when it comes to the law, you understand? When it speaks about the law, what does it speak about in the Bible? When when he said he didn't come to change the law, what did he mean? Akim?
Slowly, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about like the punishments?
Yeah.
Punishments.
He ain't come to, yes. He ain't come to do that. He ain't come to change. If the Lord tell you what, don't have sex with this woman because that's your brother woman. You think Christ came now and changed that? Until now you could go have sex with her? No. He didn't tell her to do that. You understand? Eating pork. Christ said he ain't come to change the law. The Most High tell you, do not eat pork. Christ is telling you, I ain't come and telling you could just bless the meat and eat it. I'm telling you to do that. Christians see it and they want to do it because they want to eat pork. They want to do it. Christ is saying he ain't come to do away with the law. He ain't come to change it.
Sluggy.
Come on.
That's an example that could be when, like you said, Cap, he caught the woman in the act of adultery. Well, someone caught the woman in the act of adultery. He didn't say not. He said, "Here without sin, cast the first stone." So he didn't even try to stop them. He just confounded them and it showed them, the folly of their ways, pretty much. But he didn't say no, like they want him to do. But he didn't. That proves that scripture. Like Christ didn't. He used the punishments, pretty much. You know what I mean? He just up the ante.
That's it.
Salakia, Cap.
Come on.
Would it being that Yahweh Shai said that, would there another reason would be like because at the time the leaders was allowing the people to sin against the Lord, saying, so they was looking past
it's more than that.
Okay, come on.
What did Christ tell them to do? Go to it. It's in the New Testament. I think it's in Matthew 23.
Where you said whether listen to what they say but don't do what they do.
Yeah. So what does that mean about the leaders?
Say again, sir.
What does that say about their leaders?
That they were not keeping the law, but
they were sinning. Yes.
Yes, sir.
That's why I say it's more than that. They were the ones sinning.
Come on.
You understand? Just imagine if you have a leader, right? If your church is sinners, what do you think your leader is? What do you think your leader doing?
He's sinning.
You think he's keeping the law too?
He's wearing purple too, sir.
Yeah. You understand? Just think like that. Just think if your pastor, he allowing, your wrist to be bent in the congregation, in your choir. What do you think he doing at home?
He playing the tambourine as well.
Yeah, he doing something at home you don't want to see. You won't be a fly on the wall to witness what he's doing at home. He's not obeying God. He's eating pork. He's sleeping with brothers, women in there. He's abusing kids in there. He's doing everything his congregation is doing and more. You understand? And more. Because they know what? The Bible tells you Go to John, I think it's John 14. Hold on. Go to John 14 for me. You was finished with that? Woyala?
So like, sir, I had another question that was in the that was actually in the verse. It said, "But if thou will enter into life," like what does life mean in this scripture right here? Like, what does it mean to like actually enter into what life?
Okay, good question. Very good question. Because you're living and breathing, but what does it mean to enter into life? What is happening to brothers outside of this school?
It's like in the world they dead.
They are being what? Unalive. You understand? But in here, you are doing what?
It's like you're living righteously.
Remember your question. What's your question?
Oh, it's like you're living. It's like you're living life.
Yeah, you're living life, huh? Like brothers think when they come into the school. What are some of the things they think? Like brothers in the world think when they see us. What do you think they think? And don't talk about sisters. Oh boy, sisters think. Yeah, I mean our wives. We have them in cages, and the only time they come out is for high holiday. Right. You understand? You think? Yeah, I mean they think. Oh, you all are women? Because we sure don't sound like we are women now. We sound like them. I mean, our woman, they in hell. You understand? They look at this. I mean, they look from the outside, and some of our sisters, some of our brothers think that what in here we are what they feel like what. Why do some brothers and sisters come in here and then leave? A few things, of course, but in a nutshell, why do they leave?
It's like so they feel trapped and feel like they can't live life to their fullest.
Yes, they feel like they can't live.
Salakia.
Come on.
I was gonna say because they're weak.
Okay, you are correct when you say they're weak, but okay, they won't say they're weak. You understand? You will have to show them that they're being weak.
They think it's too strict.
Yes. Now you're getting to what Awoyala is saying also too. Like they feel caged. You understand? They feel like they can't enjoy life. When brother, we go to the club. We just had a cookout. You think them brothers was what? Was in the home just doing what? No, they was at the club partying. But it was doing it righteously in brotherhood, in sisterhood. They was doing it right. So you can't come and tell me that we don't get down. We get down in here. You understand? You can't, I mean, Israelites, I mean, we like to party. We gonna party. But when you come in here, you live. Come on.
I would say I heard people say some when it comes to the sisters, it's our way of trying to control them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trying to, what I'm saying, make them we use them to what's the word they say? When you trying to trick somebody? Manipulation con one con. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do. But that's an excuse, and as Bas says, the weak. That's just weak. But in the form of hiding their weakness, they give you an explanation that to them sounds pretty sound. You understand? But they're actually weak. They can't come in and and just follow what orders. You understand? They can't come in here and their life be under a microscope. Hey brother, what you doing? You're paying it, sister, you're paying the tithe, brother, you're paying the tithes. Hey, we're doing that. We're doing. You ain't smoking, right? You ain't going back into the world. You ain't doing this. I mean, you need we can't eat tuna. It's unlawful. Like now you start to come in where you have to do what? Start following rules. You understand? Start following rules. You understand? And some people, they just can't do it. They're just too weak to do it. So guess what they do? When a man, when you read the Bible, when you come in here, one of the first things that hits a sister is what? What smack a sister all the way back off the chair?
It's like, sir, having more than one wife.
Yeah, she hear that? She looking for the exit door. She looking for the exit door. And some of us will do what? Some women will do what? Some women will hear it and fight in this with their spirit, fight and know that what it's in the Bible. This is what this is what they teach, and they're gonna what? Put aside. Some sisters will do what? Will be, you know what? This ain't for me. Let me go to the purple or the whatever group that now teaches what? You can only have what? One wife. She just leave and go. You understand? Or because you're a brother and you can't do it, you leave and what? You go back into the church. Your sisters just go back into the church. Because that is too much. Me sharing my man? Oh, hell no. When you've been doing it when it was in the world, you just accepted him lying to you and saying, baby, you're the only one. Here's some flowers. He's like, yeah, I better be. You won't. You wasn't. He had somebody else. And how I know? How I know he had somebody else? How you know he had somebody else?
It's like you, sir.
Come on.
He was lying to her.
No.
Let's see.
He's a Christian. How do we know that he has another woman?
No, yeah. How we know he had another woman?
It's like, so they always do.
Yeah, I know they always do, but how we know that? Because she left him.
Oh.
She ain't here with him. She ain't here with him no more, right? She left him. Otherwise, she would have been with him.
Right.
You understand? You would have been with him, but you left him. Because he had another one. So now you come in here and you learn a man could have more than one woman, and now you're all thrown off. Nah. I mean, and some brothers just weak to the point where they don't understand that type of woman, will leave you no matter what. Because they're not loyal. Woman like that is not loyal. You understand? UPK, we build loyal women.
That's right.
You understand? Build them. You understand? You're going to hear it, and they're going to be like, you know what? I don't like it. I mean, not like it personally, but the Lord says okay. So I'm going to serve the Lord. I'm going to serve my Lord. You understand? And whatever the Lord will it. You understand? All right. Any more?
A lot, so that's it on that.
That's it on that. Okay. Anything else?
Salakia, Captain, I have a question.
Come on.
In the book of Leviticus, chapter 24 and verse 10.
Leviticus 24, verse 10. Come on.
I'm trying to figure out what is a Israelitish woman.
Come on.
So book of
Leviticus what?
Leviticus, chapter 24 and 10.
24 and 10. Come on.
And the son.
Read verse 8.
Verse 8. Okay. Book of Leviticus, chapter 24 and 8. Every Sabbath he shall set it in order before the Lord, continually, being taken from the children of Israel by an everlasting covenant. Verse 9. And it shall be Aaron's and his sons, and they shall eat it in the holy place, for it is most high, most holy unto him of the offerings of the Lord, made by fire, by a perpetual statute.
Right. So this is pertaining to the Sabbath, right? So skip down to verse 10 now.
Verse 10. And the son of an Israelitish woman, whose father was an Egyptian, went out among the children of Israel. And this son of the Israelitish woman and a man of Israel strove together in the camp.
So is Israelite-ish. That's the question you have, right?
Khan.
She's an Israelite-ish woman. Look it up in the Zondervan. All right.
Salakia Cap. I don't see Israelite. I don't see Israelite Tish.
Okay. So skip down to verse 11.
Verse 11. Leviticus chapter 24 and verse 11. And the Israelitish woman's son blasphemed the name of the Lord and cursed. And they brought him unto Moses, and his mother's name was Shalamith.
So who's his mother they're talking about? Is that the which person we talking about here now? His mother's name. Who's his mother's?
I guess the Israelitish woman.
Right.
The daughter of Dabre, of the tribe of Dan.
So what is she?
I don't know, Salakia, sir. I don't even know what the tribe. I don't even know what the tribe of Dan is.
Okay, the tribe of Dan back then was what? Was considered what? These were what? All right, they said Dan is like a what? Go to whole way out and go to Genesis.
Salakia Cap. You want me to get it in the Zondervan? Dan.
No. Get in Genesis. I think it's Genesis. I'll tell you. It's Genesis 40. With say what time?
49 and 16 about the adder.
Come on.
Well, let me get it. Get that.
All right. So you'll know the tribe of Dan is basically where. You know what I mean? Come on.
Okay, so this is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 16. Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. Verse 17. Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel.
So Dan is where?
It's like it, sir. If I'm not mistaken, didn't they only have daughters at one point?
So where's the tribe of Dan?
They're with Manasseh now, if I'm not mistaken.
With Manasseh, why say with Manasseh?
Manasseh.
Read one more time.
Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel.
Read on.
Verse 17. Dan shall be a serpent by the way, an adder in the path.
Meaning what? You ain't seeing Dan, but Dan is where? Dan is in the 12 tribes are. As I said, the Lord could just do what? Had that tribe have what? Just women. But now he's in. You just don't what? He's a adder where? By the way. You don't see him.
You don't see, right.
You don't see him. You understand? But he in here. You understand? He all the way in here. Right? So now when you read the Bible, you know what I mean, and it talks about, for example, go to Matthew 4. Go to Matthew 4. Where we are at what's his name? Yasaka. Where we at, right? And go to Matthew, I think it's 4. Hold on. I think it's Matthew 4 or Matthew 6. I'm gonna get it with you. Now we'll read it. So it's not 4. Hold on. Where is it? Hold on. Hold on. Give me 1 minute, right? Give me 1 minute. Look in it's somewhere in Matthew where it talks about one of the 12 Canaanites. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Akim.
You said you're trying to find. I didn't hear the first part, Cap. You was looking for the Dan or the Canaanite. I mean, the woman of Canaan.
No, not the woman of Canaan. It was
Moabite.
No, not that one. That's a good one too. Find that one for me. Right? Find that one for me.
Come on.
All right. I'm gonna get just stuff here, right?
There, Ruth.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Oh, Matthew 10. Read Matthew 10. You can start at verse 3. Yasaka.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 3.
Start at 2. Sorry, start at 2.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 2. Now, the names of the 12 apostles are these. The first, Simeon, who is called Peter, and Andrew, his brother, James, the son of Zebedee, and John, his brother.
So we're reading about what? The 12 disciples, right? 12 apostles. Now, what were they? What's the nationality? They were what? Yasaka, what were they?
Salakia, I don't want to guess. I don't know.
So the brothers that follow Christ, what were they? If you have to group them in a nutshell, what were they?
I mean, they was Israelites. Salakia, they was Israelites.
Yeah, and you know how to guess. The Israelites. But what you will have to guess is the tribe, right? But we all know that they what? These were what?
Israelites.
As far as we know, we're Israelites, but the tribe of Judah, because they were what? In Jerusalem. All right? Read on.
And Andrew, his brother, James, the son of Zebedee, and John, his brother. Verse 3. Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas, and Matthew, the publican, James, the son of Aphelius, and Labelius, whose surname was Thaddeus.
Yep. Next one, last verse.
Verse 4. Simeon, the Canaanite.
Who?
Simeon, the Canaanite.
Simeon, the what?
Verse 4, Simeon the Canaanite.
What tribe he was in? Simeon was a what? No. Go ahead.
Judah.
Yeah, but why is it saying he's a Simeonite?
Salakia. That's the land that he was at, where he was born.
Yeah. You understand? So they you know what I mean? Israelitish woman doesn't mean she was what? She may have been like an Israelite. No. You understand? She's an Israelite. You understand? But that Israelitish is just letting you know what about this woman.
Slacky, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Was she a sinner?
Okay, not so much. I wouldn't say so much sinner. Right? It's more like, okay, she grew up in in our ways, Israelite-ish. You understand? So let's think. For example, go to the Moabite. Go to Ruth. As Ruth, right?
When that Ruth 3.
Anybody get it? When Moabitish, just look up Moabitish. Hakim, you want me to get it?
Mm-hmm.
Ruth 2 and 6.
This is the book of Ruth, chapter 2 and verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
And the servant that was set above the reapers answered and said, it is the Moabitish damsel that came back with Naomi out of the country of Moab.
Right. So it's just telling you that what she is a what? She from where?
The land of Moab.
Yeah. That's all. You understand? But she was what? She was a
Israelite.
She was an Israelite. Right? Read on.
Verse 7. And she said, I pray you, let me glean and gather after the reapers among the sheaves. So she came and had continued even from the morning until now, that she tarried a little in the house.
Right. Right. So this is not saying that she was a Moabite. It's just where she lived.
Right.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
You understand? That ish, you know what I mean, on it. Look up what you know what I mean, what the ish is. You know what I mean, the suffix. I think they call it a suffix.
Salakia, Captain. So she was an Israelite, or she wasn't an Israelite?
Which one?
The Israelitish woman in Leviticus 10. I mean,
she's
Leviticus
Israelite.
24. Okay, so she's an Israelite.
Mm-hmm.
So why didn't just say Israelite?
Why? Because it's describing. So remember, right? Okay, coming out of Egypt, what did they call us? Some of us. And people think it was Egyptians, other nations that came with us.
Salakia, Cap. Does
her son's father being Egyptian have any bearing on her being called Israelitish?
Okay, and that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Right? Now, I want to say trying to get you to understand. When it says Simeon, a Canaanite, what does that mean? When you read it in the New Testament.
He was born in the land of Canaan.
Yeah, does that mean he's a Canaanite?
La.
You understand? Now, remember, okay.
So
This, come on.
I remember I was Jeremiah Hyman said something a few years back as far as like scriptures like these. Whenever you see a scripture like this where it talks about Moabitish or whatever, and it's pertaining to a brother or sister amongst Israelites keeping the law or doing something righteous, it's never a heathen. It's kind of the same way when it's when you see stuff like when you think they're giving salvation to another people, it's never that. The Bible doesn't consist that at all, and it's already been scrubbed since 1969. So as like an anchor when learning these scriptures, it's like when you see stuff like that, you automatically have to know that it's not in heathen, because the flip side of that is there's no scripture person in this Bible that we read that is the opposite of that. I mean, he's just a straight up heathen. There is no ish on it. So if an ish is tied to it, it's usually an Israelite.
Yes.
It's just a simple way to look at it, you know. But now I'm just trying to explain it. Okay.
No, say that one more time.
Oh, so I understand that you're trying to get to learn it though, because we all have to learn it. But it's like something that really helped me when I came across like that. I was like, oh snap, was this? I was a betwixt, but you shouldn't be, because there's no such thing as, you know, the flip side of that in the Bible.
Yeah, and its context also too, right? The context is this. Remember the question I just asked you, all right? What question I asked you? What did they call the people that came out of the of Egypt with Moses?
It's like, sir, the multitude.
What they call them in the Bible?
The mixed multitude.
Right. And what do people say the mixed multitude is?
They say a mixed multitude is all Egyptians up in there too.
Right.
You know, Moab up in there too, which is not the case.
Good. Go to Exodus 12 and 38. All right. Go to Exodus 12 and 38.
Come on. So this is the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 38. And a mixed multitude went up also with them.
And what? Hold on. Who's with them? Nayathaq. So skip up to verse 36.
Come. This is the book of Exodus.
Let Nayathaq read it.
So Salakia, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 12 and verse 36. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians.
What is this saying here? When they lent us stuff, what I mean?
Gave them what they need. Salakia, Captain. They was given what they was needed at the time.
Needed? Okay, so remember, right? At this point, what had happened up to this point? What's the last thing happened to them?
Salakia, death of the firstborn.
Yeah. And what did the Bible say about that? At that time, they were plucked. There was, brother, you can imagine you're in a city and all the firstborn, you understand, of those heathens in that city die. You imagine the type of screams that will be coming out in the middle of the night. And they know, following up to that, there were what 11 more plagues or 9 more plagues that took place, where the Most High showed their God to not be a God when he made the river red. when he brought frogs, he gave them what do you call that? Hemorrhoids,
Hemorrhoids, lice.
lice. The Lord did all that to their God on them and showed them that their God meant nothing. And now that night, when the Lord came for the firstborn, they had enough. There's like, yo, you all leave. So guess what? Hey, such and such, that earring, you doing anything with that earring or that chain? They did what? They gave it to us. It's almost like if you lend something to someone, what are you expecting? If you say you lend me some money, what you expecting?
Expecting it back.
You're expecting it back. But these Egyptians, they say you lent them, they lent us something. They wasn't gonna get that joint back. They did it unwillingly. They're like, look, just take it. Go. You all go. Leave right now. Just go. Come on.
So and that's and add to that point too. That's how unleavened bread. It was quick. You didn't have time for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So they made the bread without yeast. You didn't have time for the damn yeast to rise. They'll get the hell up out of there.
Yeah, just go. Start giving your stuff unwillingly. Let's give you. With the hopes that what? That no other plague come on them. You understand? Read on.
Verse 37. And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramses to Succoth, about 600,000 on foot that were men beside children.
So now, remember in verse 37 said who? Who journeyed?
Yeah, the children of Israel. Salakia.
So we know that who is with them? The who?
The Most High.
No. Who is journeying? Sorry, not who.
Salakia.
The children of Israel.
That's right.
Right? Not the other nations. It didn't say the Egyptians. It said what? The children of who?
Children of Israel. Salakia.
No. Read on.
About 600,000 on foot that were men beside children.
Go ahead.
Verse 38. And a mixed multitude went up also with them, and flocks and herds, even very much cattle.
So who went up with them? Come on.
So like it can be told the mixed multitude.
Yeah.
It was the ones that was rolling with Moses, ready to go, and the ones that didn't want to leave. Kind of like a Tyler Perry. He ain't leaving his damn mansion in Bentley's back here. He don't want to go, but he got to go anyway. He getting thrust the hell up out of here. You know, rich Negro or whoever. You know, the mixed multitude was those who was with Moses and the ones that weren't. It didn't matter what you had to get up out of Egypt.
Yes. You understand? That mixed multitude has nothing to do with what Egyptians rolling with us.
So like
no Egyptian roll with us. Come on.
So it doesn't mean other nations neither, right?
No, never. The Lord doesn't care about these other nations. How you know that? Because if this had to deal with the other nation, then it will contradict what you're reading in 2nd Ezra 6 and 54, and in Isaiah 49, where there's a drop of a bucket, right? It will contradict it. It will contradict the Bible. Remember, who does the Lord care about?
So like the children of Israel.
The children of Israel. That's it. You understand? He cares about them. Now, when you start breaking it down with the children of Israel, now you have people who are what? Righteous, people who are not righteous. You understand? But nonetheless, they're the children of Israel, and they have a chance of repenting and coming back in the unrighteous. You understand? Remember in Isaiah, he said what? He does not what? What did the Lord say he doesn't like to do? He don't like what? He don't like unalive us. Don't like it. You understand? I'm paraphrasing. You understand? But he would rather us do what? What does the Lord rather? Give me Isaiah. Oh, is it Ezekiel 18 and 23? Ezekiel 18 and 23.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 18 and verse 23.
Mm-hmm.
Have I any pleasure at all that the wicked should die?
Right, and that's Israel he's talking about. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Lord said, I have no, do I have any pleasure in it? Do you want to, you have a wicked son. Do you have any pleasure in doing what? In putting him away, putting him out of the house? Any pleasure in that? Do you want your son, your seed, to be living out in the streets? Pleasure in doing that. No pleasure in that. And the Lord look at us as his children. That's why we are the children of what? Israel. You're a grown man, and the Lord say what? You're part of the children of Israel. You understand? You're a grown woman, you're still the children of Israel. That's how the Lord look at you. Just like a father. You could, you could grow, to a grown man, and your father, he still look at you like a child. That's why some of us, our fathers, have a hard time in doing what? Listening to us and, taking what we say, like trying to teach them. Taking it hard because they still have that mentality. Oh, you're a child. To me, I'm a grown man. You teaching me? Nah, I was changing your pampers. You understand? Read on.
Saith the Lord, and not that he should return from his ways and live.
That's what the Lord wants for you to what? Turn from your wicked ways and what?
And live.
And live. You understand? That's what the Lord wants. You understand? That mixed multitude that came out of Egypt, those are brothers and sisters who didn't want, who didn't have that full belief in what Moses was doing. But at the end of the day, they were what? They were brothers and what? Sisters. You understand? They put that blood, the so Israelites put in what? The blood, the lamb on the door. Better do it. You know what I mean? All right. Read on.
Verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
But when the righteous turneth away from his righteousness and committeth iniquity and doeth according to all the abominations that the wicked man doeth, shall he live?
Shall he live? He asking a question. So now you have a righteous man who turned from being righteous and start being what? Wicked. Brother that come into the school and start doing what? Cleaning himself up. Stop smoking weed. And then guess what? He leaves back out to what? To go smoke more weed. He was worse off than when he came in. So now he's smoking day and night like a chimney, sucking on that weed. You understand? All right, read on.
All his righteousness that he have done shall not be mentioned.
Yeah. Don't look for, what you did in the past. The Lord don't want to hear that. What you're doing right now. Yeah, a cigarette hanging off your lip. Or you're in the work of the Lord, trying to save brothers and sisters' lives. Or your sister in here cooking for brothers. Taking care of your husband, making sure he have what he needs to do the work of the Lord. What you doing now? Now, what you do in the past? You want to know about that. You want to know what you're doing right now. All right, read on.
In his trespass that he have trespassed and in his sin that he have sinned, in them shall he die.
You understand? That's when you're going to die. You understand? Right now, you have your grace period, brothers and sisters. Make use of it. You know what I mean? Make use of it. It's up to the Lord, nonetheless. All right. That's why you know what I mean. You can't. You know what I mean. That's why it's stupid for other Israelite groups saying you what did you say? You two is you gonna die, or you the Lord? You deciding who live